Hello everybody and welcome to Jerry Stamps, and in this episode I'm going to show you the progress of my world stamp collection. I bought this stock book and it arrived a few days ago, so I've been filling it up. So I'll open it up now and show you what's inside. So what I've basically done is just made these little labels for each country, beginning with A, because this is just going to be the A countries for now. So I started off with Abu Dhabi. And as you can see, there's nothing in there. But if I move on to the next page, this is Aden, and these stamps are from 1939. And I quite like the Aden stamps personally. Quite nice designs on them. This next one's from 1951. That's quite nice. You may notice I've also done my little labels at the side there with just the currency, the Stanley Gibbons catalogue number, and then how many it is out of a set. So this one's number 4 of 11, because there's 11 in the set. Moving down, 1953 now. I do like that stamp with the camels on there. Camel Transport, that's quite a nice one. That's a nice one, the Crater, 15 cent. Now, I do like stamps with the maps on, so I do like this one. It's quite nice. And this one is Dow building, so they call the boats Dows. So that's quite a nice one, the 1 shilling there. Moving down, I have this rather nice one, 1 shilling 25 cents. So that's quite nice. Shame about the postmark being over the boats there, or the yachts, whatever you want to call them. And then this one, the 25 cent is quite nice. And that's depicting a mosque. So that's the Aden collection so far. Till I've gone through, my other stamps and that. And sorry about the glare. Should have made the video early, shouldn't I, when it was raining. Now the next few pages don't have stamps on, they're just empty, ready for when I find stamps to put in there, so I won't bore you to death with all those, so I'll just fast forward to the next page that's got stamps on. So the next one is Arman. This is from 1965, and it's the Tokyo Olympics of 1964. And this one's a 50 NP, I don't know what the currency is there, but that's quite a nice stamp, I do like that. I have now fast forwarded to Algeria. These two from 1942. Those are quite nice, I do like those. Don't know if you can hear our cheery blackbird in the background, but he's having a nice little song there. These are from 1947. They're quite nice, those, I do like those. This one's from 1950. Quite a nice stamp. So I'll move on to the next page now. So these stamps are from Mongolia, 1953. And there's quite a nice one there of a leopard. This is a 5 cent stamp. I do quite like that. Then if I move down, I've got this one with a map on from 1955. It's a little bit of a shame about the pinkish bits at the ends there, but it'll do until I find a better one. Quite like that. Moving down to 1957, I have this 5 cent stamp. That's quite nice. Now we're up to Antigua. This is quite a nice mint stamp from 1938, the half D. It's of the English harbour there. So that's quite a nice one, I do like that. Moving down, we have these three from 1953. And a nice view of Port James there on the half cent. Another view there of English Harbour on the 1 cent. Nelson's Dockyard there on the 3 cent, which is quite a nice stamp. I do like that. And then moving on to St. John's Harbour there on the 24 cent. These are from 1966 now. And we have one of Winston Churchill. That's quite nice. Then we have this one of Nelson's Dockyard again. It's quite a nice stamp. I do like that. And then we have one of Princess Margaret's School there on the 10 cent. Also quite a nice stamp. And then moving down to 1970, we have this Caribbean, Indian and War Canoe. So that's quite a nice one. Moving on, this is Ascension. I think that's how you pronounce it. These are quite nice ship stamps. So you've got the 4p one there. And then the 5 pence. And then we have the 9 pence on the end there. So those are quite a nice set. The set is much bigger than that, but I'll add them when I get them. Do like those. Now we're up to the Australian Antarctic Territory, 1979. That's a nice stamp, the 2 cent. I do like that. Moving down, we're up to 1984. This is a view of Prince Charles Mountains on the 15 cent stamp there. That's quite nice. And that's as far as I've got, guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. As an added little bonus, I went to the carboot sale today and got quite a good bargain, so I'll show you that now. Now I paid £5 for everything in this bag. So what I'll do is I'll take it all out and show you. The first thing is this stamp album. The cover is rather wet, unfortunately, because it was raining a little bit this morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the pages out once I finish doing the video and throw the cover away. So we'll have a quick look what's inside. Now the previous owner seemed to have organised it by topic, you know, like in this case it's scouting. So we'll have a quick look at these. Those are quite nice. There's from Qatar. That's what you get if you smoke too much, isn't it? Qatar. And then we have this one from the Maldives Islands. That's quite nice. Oh, good. Another one to add to my world collection there. The Yays, the Oman. So that'll be going in once this video is finished. And that's quite a nice one from the Netherlands. I've never seen that one before. The next topic is space, one that I do quite like personally myself. These are from Hungary. And yeah, those are quite nice. I do apologise if you can hear the child in the background, it's next door. Yeah, do like those. These ones are from Hungary. One of my favourite stamps there. First man on the moon from the United States. Got a few of these, but it is a stamp I really do like. And I wonder if one of my friends that I know has got one of those, so I'll ask them later on. And there's some more space themed stamps on this page. Do quite like these. Tempted to do a space topical myself, but better not do any more collections for a while, I don't think. But yeah, quite nice. I do like those. Oh, and even more space. These ones were from 1963, and these are Russian. I haven't seen this whole album myself yet. I just had a a very quick flick through it. And when you see the other stuff I've got, I wasn't too bothered what was in it, to be honest, because £5 was an absolute bargain. And the bloke didn't really know, what was in there. He just says, you can have the lot for a £5. I don't really care. I just want rid of it all. So I thought, well, I'll give him a £5 and I'll just take it. So I did. That's quite a nice stamp. I do like that one. Oh dear, more space stamps. That's tempting me. These ones are from Poland. That's quite a nice one there from Dominica. Launching off Tyros. Weather satellite. Do like that. Nimbus satellite. That's quite nice. Oh, one more. Some sort of balloon there and equipment. Now we're on to railways. I think these are Bulgaria. These are quite nice. Yep, do like those. That's quite a nice one from New Zealand. I do like that. Now my brother, he likes aeroplanes and things, so he would like these stamps. That's a nice one there from Poland. That one's either China or Japan. Not 100% sure on that one. That's a nice one from Czechoslovakia. That one looks like, I don't know actually, could be China or Japan. That's quite a nice one. I do like that. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. There we have a 5D one from the United Kingdom. First non-stop Atlantic flight, Alcock and Brown, 1919. I do like that. That's I think that's a 747 if I remember correctly. That's quite nice. Now I know there's one or two of you out there that like ships on stamps, so you'll like these. The first one is from Hungary, and it looks like some sort of tourist vessel that you might go on down a river. Not bad. And then this one's quite a nice from Qatar. I do like that. Road vehicles. We have one there of a tram from Hungary. That's either China or I think that's China. I'm not 100% sure. That's quite a bad stamp. Then we have one of some sort of open top bus kind of design there from Hungary. A rather nice one of one of the first fire engines there. Another bus from Hungary. And a bus from Romania. Those aren't too bad. These are faces of the world. Some you might recognise, some you might not. There's one there of Churchill. Quite a few Italian stamps there. Some nice Turkish ones, which is good. They'll be handy for my collection. So that's those. Some more faces. Some nice Canadian ones. And quite a lot of loose ones there, so I'll have to be careful with those. I'll take them out once I've done the video. Oh, two more Turkish stamps there, which I'm quite happy about because I don't have those. So they'll be a nice addition to my collection. Then we have one of him. Don't know who that is, from Spain. Netherlands, either China or Japan. Ireland, that's quite a nice one. Now this one's people. Haven't seen that stamp from Poland before, so I'm happy I've got that one. I think that's Bulgaria. I haven't got my stamp set on today. Another Bulgaria, 1964. Nice Irish stamp there. John Barry. No idea what that is. Somebody watching, oh, sorry about the out of focus there. Somebody watching will probably know what that is, so I'll have to look it up later. Spanish stamp there. That's a nice stamp from Australia, I do like that. Birth of the post office one. Moving down, we have one from the DDR, one I haven't seen, one I don't think I've got actually, so I'm quite happy about that. And then this one's loose of the World Cup in 1966. My favourite topic, birds. I mean the feathered ones. So these are from Norfolk Island. It's quite a nice bird, that. I'm sorry, I don't know all of the birds, especially the ones that are native to the UK. But these are quite nice. Do like those. Then we have this rather nice pelican. I'm not sure where that's from. Yeah, Bulgaria, I think. Quite a nice stamp, I do like that. Now, animals. There's a nice one there of a dog. I think that's Korea, I'm not 100% sure. One there of an alligator or something from Argentina. That'll go in my collection very shortly. We have a nice one there of some sort of dog from Czechoslovakia, which is quite nice. Now then, sport. And we've got some loose stamps here. That should be in the space section. Got one there of Grenada, or Granada. I'll sort them out later. We've got there one there of horse racing from Poland. Quite a nice one there of what looks like some sort of motorcycle race or something. So that'll be nice. Yeah, some nice stamps there. Vietnam. One of a swimmer there. Fencing. It's quite nice. Skiing from Bulgaria. Some sort of the Olympics in Mexico, 1968. That Spanish one's quite nice, I do like that. Of the bobsleighs, I think that is there. And then probably the most famous sport of all, football, and these are from Dominica. These are from the World Cup in 1974. That was held in Munich. So those are quite nice, I do like those. And there's one there from the Republic of Maldives. Some more Olympic stamps from Romania there. There's some more loose ones down the side there, which I'll sort out later. Shooting, by the looks of it, from Romania. Those are quite nice. Butterflies. These are quite nice, from Hungary. No idea what kind of butterflies they are. But very nice. I think that says scenes. So we have a nice one there from Pakistan. And another one. And another nice one there from Sion. Quite a nice one there from Hungary. I do like these ones from Romania. These are quite nice. I do like those. I've got some more stamps down the side there, so I'll sort them out later too. And now we're on to some paintings. These are quite nice. Those are from Great Britain. That one on the far right there is from America. Then these next three are British. I'm quite happy about those because I don't think I've got those. I might have the full set there, I'm not too sure. One there from Rwanda. And another one there. So those are quite nice. Some Christmas stamps for those of you that collect them. These are mainly British. There's the odd US one, I think. Yeah, but most of these are British. One there from Australia. A couple there from Australia. But those are quite nice. Some more there in the back. These are all British too. These are in the unknown pile. I think the first two small ones there are Italian. The next one is German. And I think we've got 2 or 3 there from Turkey. Those are quite nice, I like those. And then that one is Germany as well. It's quite a nice one. Buildings. Some nice ones here. Mainly Hungary and the UK. There's a couple of German ones too. Ooh, a nice one there from Turkey, I do like that. Some more Germany. Yugoslavia. Yep, those aren't bad. So that's it for the album. I'll show you the presentation packs I managed to get now as well. So I'm not sure what happened there with that little white bit, but anyway, my phone seemed to have gone a bit funny there. But here's the pile of the presentation packs that I managed to get. I think there's over 40 here, so I'll quickly go through them. So this is the first one, Christmas 1989. Those are quite nice. This is the Duke of Edinburgh's award for skills, service, and things like that. So those are quite nice. This one is the royal wedding of Prince Charles and Lady Diana in 1981. And those are quite nice. One here for horse fans. Those are quite nice. It's a shame you can't see these two, but very well, but never mind. One of my favourite sets of stamps here, the Armada. These are quite nice. These are some of my favourites too, the Verse for Children. We've got little nursery rhymes on them. And I do like the drawings too. Yep, I do like those. This is a first day cover for Christmas 1988. Those are quite nice. I do like that set. As you probably already know, these are all British. It's quite a nice set there. Commonwealth Day, 1983. Those are quite nice stamps. These are youth organisations. Quite a nice set of stamps, that. This one is musical composers. So a nice one if you're into your classical music. Those are quite nice. This one's the Royal Mail Mint stamps. The 350 years of public service. So these are quite nice. There's one of a post motorcycle that I was talking about in a live chat. I think it was Wolfie's actually, I'm not 100% sure, but I think it was. So those are quite nice. And the good thing about these presentation packs is if you turn them over, they've got a lot of information about the subject too on the back. So that's quite handy. These ones are Greenwich. And we go by Greenwich Mean Time here in the UK, or British Summer Time, depending on the time of year. But these are quite nice. I do like these. Hope you can see them clearly enough. The sun is being a bit of a nuisance. This one is Charlotte Bronte, famous author. I think she's buried in Scarborough. Or one of the Bronte sisters is anyway, and I'm not too sure which one it is. But yeah, buried in Scarborough. That's quite a nice one. Now these are cows. So we've got the Highland cow there. Gillingham Wild Bull, which is quite nice. Hereford Bull, Welsh Black Bull, and the Irish Wild Cow. So those are quite nice. I do like those. These are quite nice. Royal Mail Mint. These are the Arthurian Legend. I think that is how you pronounce it. I'm not too sure. But these are quite nice. The Lady of the Lake. Yeah, I do like those. These ones are quite nice. Music, British conductors. Do you like those? Sport. Yeah, those are quite nice. I do like those too. These are Christmas 1985. These are quite nice stamps. I do like these. So that's those. Christmas 1986. Again, those are quite nice. I do like those. Another favourite set of mine is London Landmarks. Those are quite nice. These are the British Council, 1934 to 1984. I'm not sure if you can see them very well, but I'll try my best. Christmas 1980. Those are quite nice. Sport again. Those are quite nice. Do like that set. Christmas 1983. These are really nice. I do like these. Yeah, very nice are those. This one is British Fairs. These are quite nice. Hope you can see them okay. We have the horses again. You can see them a bit better this time. Those are quite nice. I do like those. These stamps are Charles Darwin. And they're different animals on the different denominations there. Yep, I like them. These are the Nativity from 1984 Christmas stamps. Those are quite nice. Gosh, I didn't know there were so many. Urban Renewal. These are quite nice too. I do like these ones. So that's those. Rather nice insects. So we have a nice bumblebee there. 7-spotted ladybird. Hope you can see these all right. The bush cricket there. Can't see that one too well. See if I can. Yeah, that's better. There we are. Stagger beetle and an emperor dragonfly. Those are quite nice. I do like those. th 25th anniversary of the coronation. Those are quite nice. These ones are British Theatre. Those are quite nice. Another one of my favourite sets of stamps there. Safety at Sea. Those are quite nice. I do like those. Heraldry. Those are quite nice. I do like them. The coats of arms and all that there. Very nice. The National Trusts. Those are quite nice with different views of certain areas. St Kilda there. Used to live about 40 or 50 miles away from there. Yep, some nice views. Studio Pottery. I do like these. I do particularly like that one. Personally. Yeah, those are quite nice. I do like them. Another one my brother would like, the Royal Air Force. These are quite nice. I'll just quickly scroll through these. I'm sorry about the water on there. It was raining earlier. Those are quite nice. This one is the International Stamp Exhibition that was held in London in 1900. Quite a nice stamp. Another favourite set here for me, fishing. We have the various pictures there on the stamps of fishing on fishing vessels, etc. So those are quite nice. These ones are Scottish heraldry. Again, quite nice. I do like the shield stamps and the coats of arms and that kind of thing. So those are quite nice. These are Christmas 1987. Very nice those, I do like them. Yep, pleased with those. The British Army. So any of you guys out there looking at this video who are into your military history too, you'll appreciate these. These are quite nice. Do like those. Now my other brother is into fishing, so he'll like these. So the one there of a salmon, one of a pike, one of a trout, and another one of a perch. And those are quite nice stamps. I quite like those. These are Christmas Carols, 1982. Some of you will probably recognise the carols on there. Those are quite nice. These are the British textiles. I do like this set. I've always wanted that one. Could never get hold of that. But now I've got it, so I'm quite pleased. Those are quite nice. One here for nature lovers. This is nature conservation, species at risk. Then we have one of my mother's favourite animals, owls. Pine marten, a wildcat, and the natterjack toad there. Those are quite nice, I like them. These ones are Victorian Britain. I do quite like these. Very nice. And this one is last but not least, information technology. This is from 1982. These are quite long stamps, these. And then we have that one. And that's it, everybody. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. I think I got a really good bargain there with the stamp album and all those presentation packs. And the whole bag cost me £5. Well, you can't argue with that, can you? So I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have enjoyed the video, please do consider subscribing. Please do leave likes and comments. And I shall see you all in the next video. Take care of yourselves now. Bye for now.